lamplight low on the nursery wall. The shadows dancing, curtains fall. Daddy's boots by the bedroom door. Whole world safe on that wooden floor. I don't remember every word, but I remember how it felt. Like angels humming just for me, while sleep came slow and gentle. Lullabies in the cradle. Time stood still, the night was kind. Every dream I've ever held started with that song of mine. Now the cradle's tucked away, paint's worn thin, but love still stays. When life gets loud, I close my eyes and hear her voice against the night. Lullabies in the cradle, still rocking my soul to sleep. If I ever sing to my own child, I'll sing the one she sang to me. Yeah, the years may come and fade, but love remembers every way. Lullaby in the cradle.
That old toolbox sang all day long, hammers tapping like a working song. Every scratch, every rusty groove was a lesson Dad already knew. Bent nails, worn tape, a handle cracked, screws he saved, he never lacked. Saturday sun on a gravel drive, fixing more than things in our lives. He never rushed, never raised his tone, just said, son, some things you learn by doing alone. That toolbox sang all day long, wooden wire right and wrong. If it broke, he'd make it stand, with patience, faith, and steady hands. I didn't know while I was young, but love sounds like that toolbox song. Now the garage is quiet at night, dust on the bench, the bulb too bright. But when life comes apart at the seam, I hear that rhythm in between. Old stained gloves by the kitchen door. Mama smiled, she knew that score. That toolbox song still plays for me in broken days and things unseen. When I fix a chair or mend a fence, I hear his voice in the silence. He didn't leave a lot of gold, just a way to make things whole. Yeah, love was simple, strong and true, like Dad's toolbox songs still do. Still humming in the quiet room. Mama's blue dress swayed in the room like summer air and Sunday hymns. Every memory I hold on to still smell like rain and cheap perfume. Closet door with a broken hinge, that dress hanging like a promise kept. She wore it then, but wore it proud, even when times were tight as breath. Church bell ringing, gravel lot, she smoothed the wrinkles I never saw. I learned grace from the way she stood, head held high, back straight, heart soft. She never said much about the past, but love spoke loud in every task. Mama's blue dress, faded seams, held together our broken dreams. Every fold, every thread carried the prayers she never said. Now that dress is gone, just photographs, edges curl, colors crack. But when the world feels cold and cruel, I still see blue when I stand back up. Laundry line in the afternoon, wind telling stories it always knew. The dress stands slow above the ground, like Mama's love without a sound. Mama's blue dress, memory deep, taught me strength I still keep. If heaven keeps all things at last, I know she's wearing blue at last. Yeah, mama's blue dress, still walking with me through the past. Screen door slamming, barefoot feet, sweet tea dripping in the summer heat. Mama humming some old time tune, sun hanging low like a yellow moon. There was laughter in the summer kitchen, echoes off them faded walls, flower on hands, jokes in motion, love louder than the radio calls. Yeah, time stood still in that old room with laughter in the summer kitchen. The table scarred from 1,000 nights, stories told by porch light, grandpa joking, kids talk back, burnt cornbread, nobody cared about that. If you listen close, you can still hear all those years still right here. That laughter in the summer kitchen rolled like thunder, soft and kind. Every crack in those old floors held a piece of better times. No riches there, but we were rich with laughter in the summer kitchen. Now it's quiet, just a ticking clock, dust on jars, doors still locked. But every time I close my eyes, that room comes back alive. There was laughter in the summer kitchen, more than noise, it was a prayer. Held us close through leaner days, taught us how to love and share. Yeah, the house grew old, but we didn't miss nothing with laughter in the summer kitchen. If heaven's got a room like mine, I hope it sounds just like that time. Laughter in the summer kitchen. Rocking chairs know our names long before we say a thing. Even when the house stands quiet, boards still creak like they deny it. Every laugh just learned to hide out here. Time don't leave, it just leans in. A porch full of memories, cups of tea and quiet dreams. Every word that didn't need explaining. Fireflies and mason jars, stories told beneath the stars. nobody was in a hurry then. That porch full of memory held our nights so patiently, taught our hearts how home could be. This simple, I left thinking I'd outgrow the slow way that love would show, but it followed me, you know, everywhere. Screen door sighs, crickets start, a porch full of memories, lives wherever I might be, prove that home still waits for me inside. Rocking slows, the dark draws near. I'm here, I'm here. Bible on the table, pages worn but never old, names written by hands long gone, still teaching hearts and holding souls. Morning light through lace curtain lines, coffee cooling, ticking time. Mama hums a Sunday tune, dust floats slow in a quiet room. That book's been there since I was small. Birthdays marked in faded ink, promise is stronger than we think. Grandpa's name, a careful pen beside the words amen. Family Bible on the table, between the salt and pepper stand. More than words in leather bound, it's the story of who I am. Drifted far, I lost my way, chased my doubts across the states, but every road that brought me home led me back to what I'd known. Mama's hands, a whispered prayer. Dad stood quiet, bowing there. No big sermons, no demand, just faith resting where we stand. Family Bible on the table, still waits for me at day's end. When my hands are tired and weak, I read it like an old friend. If I leave this world someday, let it say I tried my best. beside theirs in that Bible on the table.
Candle for every child tonight, burning soft in the window light, for every dream that's running wild. There's a candle for every child. Kitchen table, scars and glue, crayon skies and muddy shoes, little hands that shake with fear when the thunder gets too near. I ain't got riches I can't explain, why the world can be so unkind, but I'll stand here, storm or fire, guarding every hope of mine. If the night feel long and cold, let this flame remind them so. A candle for every child, I pray. Through the dark it finds a way, even when the road turns wild. There's a candle for every child. Someday they'll walk where I can't go, carrying truths they'll come to know. If they ever lose their way, this light will guide home someday. A candle for every child tonight, for broken wings and fearless flights, no matter lost or reconciled. Love lights a candle for every child. When the house goes quiet and I'm still, that flame keeps burning, always will.
Plates on the table, chairs pulled close. This is where we always came home. There's laughter around the table tonight, like fireflies caught in warm yellow light. Every joke sounds better, every story gets told between hands held tight and hearts full of hope. Yeah, the world can wait outside the door. There's laughter around the table once more. Mama's voice floating from the kitchen air. Daddy saying grace like he always cared. Mashed potatoes, bread passing slow. Time moves softer when we're all close. Little ones laughing at nothing at all. Milk spills, stories grow way too tall. Uncle Joe swearing he's heard that before, but he laughs just the same, like 1,000 times more. We didn't have much, but we had enough. Love sat heavy, but it never felt rough. There's laughter around the table tonight, echoes of years in every smile. Broken days get mended somehow when we're sitting knee to knee right now. If heaven's a sound I'm looking for, it's laughter around the table once more. Some chairs are empty, yeah, I see that too, but I swear their laughter still pulls through. In every pause, in every prayer, they're still with us gathered there. Someday I'll miss this simple scene, these voices loud, these in-betweens. So I'm holding tight to every night, burning this moment in my mind. There's laughter around the table tonight, holding us steady in changing times. If the road gets long and the days feel sore, I'll come back here like I did before. Yeah, home ain't walls or a front porch door. It's laughter around the table forevermore. Plates get cleared, candles low, but the laughter still follows me home. Rocking chair by the window frame, sunset painted amber flames. You pack that pipe so slow and wise, like time itself would wait a while. Smoke curled up in lazy lines, telling stories without words or signs. Grandpa's pipe smoke memories drifted through our family tree. Every breath a lesson learned about patience, love, and bridges burned. Didn't talk much, didn't boast, but that silence meant the most. Yeah, life made sense in gentle ways through Grandpa's pipe smoke memories. I'd sit quiet at his feet, counting knots and worn out seats, He'd not once then tap the ash, like he knew how long things last. I didn't know those simple nights were shaping me for tougher fights. Slow down, boy, listen close. He'd seen fields turn green to dust, lost some things, kept his trust. Worked the land with steady hands, loved one woman, kept his plan. That pipe was more than smoke and fire, it held the weight of years entire. Grandpa's pipe smoke memories hung like truth in open air, said more than sermons ever could about staying kind and being fair. When the world feels loud and fast, I breathe in echoes of the past. Yeah, I still find my way these days through Grandpa's pipe smoke memories. Now the porch is quiet still, no chair rocking by his will. But sometimes late when dust turns blue, I swear that smoke comes drifting through. And in that calm, familiar haze, I hear his voice say, take your time, son, stay. Grandpa's pipe smoke memories live on deeper than they seem, in the way I hold my tongue and the roads I haven't run. If wisdom ever leaves a trace, it lingers soft night in a race. Yeah, my compass on these winding ways is Grandpa's pipe smoke memories. Smoke fades slow, but the lessons stay. Morning light through crimson leaves, shoes by the door, dirt on my knees. That old maple knew our name and saw us grow, saw us change. Home beneath the maple tree, but it was me. Laughter nailed in wooden floors, love like roots beneath the porch. Mama's voice at supper time, Daddy's hand smelled oil and pine. Screen door slam, life felt safe inside that land. Home beneath the maple tree held our hearts like family. When the world felt fast and cold, that shade was where my soul felt old. Now I drive past years gone by, that tree still reaching for the sky. gone, the roof is tired, but the ground still feels inspired. Some homes fall, some fade away, but roots remember every day. If I'm lost or feeling blue, I stand where that maple grew. Home beneath the maple tree lives in every part of me. I may roam, I may be free, but my heart stays back there faithfully. When my road feels hard to see, I close my eyes. Home's beneath that maple tree. One small flame against the dark. Good walls taught me how to walk. Long roads taught me how to roam. Motel lights don't feel like home. I still look for something warm at night. Mama's candle by the window, burning soft for me to see. Even when I'm miles away, it waits for me. Screen door hums the evening hymn, crickets sing, the world grows dim. Mama whispers, Lord, watch him. Amen. Faith doesn't sleep. Mama's candle by the window never asks where I've been. It just says, come back home. Again. Wax runs low, the years run fast, shadows stretch from then to past. Still that light outlasts fear. I slow down. When the road forgets my name, when the night feels cold and hollow, I remember why I stand. Mama's candle by the window, flame still steady, heart finds home. Moonlight through crimson leaves, shoes by the door, dirt on my knees. That old maple knew our name, saw us grow, saw us change. Home beneath the maple tree wasn't much, but it was me. Laughter nailed in wooden floors, love like roots beneath the porch. Mama's voice at supper time, Daddy's hand smelled oil and pine. Sunday bell, screen door slam, life felt safe inside that land. Home beneath the maple tree held our hearts like family. When the world felt fast and cold, that shade was where my soul felt old. I drive past years gone by, that tree still reaching for the sky. Paint is gone, the roof is tired, but the ground still feels inspired. Some homes fall, some fade away, but roots remember every day. If I'm lost or feeling blue, I'll stand where that maple grew. Home beneath the maple tree lives in every part of me. I may roam, I may be free, but my heart stays back there faithfully. When my road feels hard to see, I close my eyes. Home's beneath that maple tree. Rocking chair by the window frame, sunset painted amber flames. He packed that pipe so slow and wise, like time itself would wait a while. Smoke curled up in lazy lines, telling stories without words or signs. Grandpa's pipe smoke memories drifted through our family tree. Every breath a lesson learned about patience, love, and bridges burned. Didn't talk much, didn't boast, but that silence meant the most. Yeah, life made sense in gentle ways through Grandpa's pipe smoke memories. I'd sit quiet at his feet, counting nights in worn-out seats. He'd nod once, then tap the ash, like he knew how long things last. I didn't know those simple nights were shaping me for tougher fights. Slow down, boy, listen close. He'd seen fields turn green to dust, lost some things, kept his trust. Worked the land with steady hands, loved one woman, kept his plans. That pipe was more than smoke and fire, it held the weight of years entire. Grandpa's pipe smoke memories about staying kind and being fair. When the world feels loud and fast, I breathe in echoes of the past. Yeah, I still find my way these days through Grandpa's pipe smoke memories. Now the porch is quiet still, no chair rocking by his wheel. But sometimes late when dust turns blue, I swear that smoke comes drifting through. And in that calm, familiar haze, I hear his voice say, "Take your time, son, stay." Grandpa's pipe smoke memories live on deeper than they seem, in the way I hold my tongue and the roads I haven't run. If wisdom ever leaves a trace, it lingers soft, not in a race. Yeah, my compass on these winding ways is Grandpa's pipe smoke memories. Smoke fades slow, but the lessons stay. Porch swings slow in the afternoon, dust hangs low like an old tune. Wind moves soft through fields of green. Feels like someone's talking to me. That's Grandpa's voice in the breeze, saying, "Boy, take life with ease." Every lesson calm and slow, rides the wind where the wild grass grows. He'd spit truth with a half-smile grin, fix the world with a pocket tin. Said, "Time don't rush for any man. You do the best with what you can." Grandpa's voice in the breeze still tells me who I ought to be. When the road gets hard to see, I just listen and it leads. His chair stays empty by the door, but he ain't really gone for sure. Every sunset, every tree carries parts of him to me. Some folks leave words carved in stone, some leave love that travels home. If wisdom ever learned to fly, it'd sound like him passing by. Grandpa's That gentle wind still feels like cure. When the night falls soft and free, I smile back and say, I hear you, Grandpa.
Grandpa's tractor by the barn, paint chip blue still standing strong. It don't run, but it remembers every mile that made us who we are. The dust will rise with the morning sun, crows on the fence line waiting. Grandpa tip his hat to the sky, said, boys, this land ain't patient. I'd ride along on that metal seat, hands too small for the wheel. Lunch pail by the fence post, thermos warm with tea. He talks slow about weather and time, like they listen carefully. Barn doors creak like they knew his name. Every board had a say. He said, son, hard work stays longer than the shine on a brand new thing. Grandpa's tractor by the barn, rust and stories side by side. It plowed through years in hungry ground, never once asked why. If you listen close on a quiet farm, you can hear that engine hum. And Grandpa's tractor by the barn, now the fields grow wild in places. Boots don't mark the floor, but when the wind hits that old tin roof, I swear I hear him start her once more. Grandpa's tractor by the barn, still teaching me what lasts. Some things don't need to move at all to pull you through the past. I park my worries where he parked his arms, by Grandpa's tractor by the barn. Yeah, that old machine still runs on love.
rocking chairs know our names long before we say a thing. Even when the house stands quiet, voice still creak like they deny it. Every laugh just learned to hide out here. Time don't leave, it just leans in. A porch full of memories, cups of tea and quiet dreams. Every word that didn't need explaining. Fireflies and mason jars, stories told beneath the stars. Nobody was in a hurry then. That porch full of memories held our nights so patiently, taught our hearts how home could be this simple. I left thinking I'd outgrow the slow way that love would show, but it followed me, you know, everywhere. Screen door sighs, cricket stars, a porch full of memories, alive wherever I might be. Proof that home still waits for me inside. Rocking slow as the dark draws near. I'm here, I'm here.
A basket full of apples on the kitchen table, still warm from the sun outside. Mama laughs, says take the bruised ones first. Daddy nods with that quiet pride. It ain't much, but it's more than enough in that house built on honest love. Yeah, life felt whole and true with a basket full of apples, me and you. Dirt on boots by the back door frame, wind chimes singing our family name. Orchard rows and a borrowed truck, counting blessings, not counting love. Red or green, sweet or small, everyone had a story at all. Sticky fingers, a pocket knife, learning patience, learning life. Mama said don't waste a thing, even the sour ones still can't sing. A basket full of apples in the afternoon light, shadows long on the floor. We'd eat till the sun gave up the fight, still reaching back for more. No silver spoons, no golden plan, just open hearts and working hands. Yeah, that's where I learned my truth, from a basket full of apples shared with you. Now I'm older, roads are wide, different Living town's the same inside. When the world feels sharp and fast, I taste that fall from the past. Funny how something simple stays long after you has slipped away. Not the apples I remember best, but who I was when life felt blessed. A basket full of apples on a wooden chair. Time paused in that room. Mama's voice and daddy's stare taught me what love can do. If heaven's just a place we knew, it smelled like fruit in the afternoon. Yeah, I still believe it's true. It starts with a basket full of apples shared with you. Just apples and no one. Just apples and home.
Rust on nails, wooden line, sweat and sawdust, end of time. He never rush, he never whine, just swung. Dad's hammer echoed through the year, louder now than back then, dear. Every swing said, don't you fear, stand firm. I was small, the world was wide. Watch him build the other side of a wall I'd lean against at night. He talked in things he made, not in words he'd say. Dad's hammer echoed in my bones, in borrowed tools and broken homes. Taught me how to stand alone somehow. Now my hands are cracked and sore, same old ache he wore before. I hear him when I shut the door, still. Porch light on, tools put away, silence at the end of day. But in that quiet something stayed with me. Through the walls and through the years, every doubt, every tear, Dad's hammer echoed crystal clear. I'm here. One last swing, then rest. Wood stand strong, I stand blessed. Sunlight through a dusty pane, flower on mama's hands. Radio hums a Sunday song, just like it always has. Skillet sings on the old stove, morning's coming slow. Mama's biscuits and honey, sweet as the words she'd say. Sit down, child, you're home right now. Let the hard world wait outside the gate. Every word tasted funny with Mama's biscuits and honey. Daddy's boots by the back door, coffee cool and fast. We talked about nothing at all, like nothing ever lasts. Crumbs on the table, laughter loud. Clock forgot to run. Funny how love don't need much room, just a kitchen and some truth. Mama's biscuits and honey healed more than she ever knew. Broken hearts and tired souls found a place to make it through. If heaven's got a morning sun, it smells like biscuits and honey. Now the stove is cold some days, quiet fills the room, but I still hear her hum that tune when the light hits just right at noon. Mama's biscuits and honey still warm inside my mind. Life gets hard, but love stays soft in the simple things we find. When the world tastes bitter on me, I remember biscuits and honey. Yeah. Some recipes don't need a book. Just a little love. And time. Would want to smooth by waiting hand, quiet knows his name. Father's chair in the corner holds more than its share of long days and unspoken care. Still there. Evenings feel a little wide, news rolls on, the room stays quiet. I still glance to that side first. Some men speak by staying put and watching. Work boots off, hat set down, sighs that settle the whole house. Didn't say much, but we found peace. Father's chair in the corner faced the door, and every storm taught us what it means to warm a home.
he's gone, but somehow still the space knows how to make me still. Love don't leave, it learns to fill the air. Clock ticks twice, chair waits. Father's chair in the corner lives in me when I sit down. Steady heart, quiet ground he gave. Light turns low, I understand. He's here the way he planned.
Hanging on a nail by the door, still shaped like his hands. Dad's work gloves drying, evening breathing in. I learned what love was made of, not in words, but callous skin. Time and dirt and honest sweat, warm thin. Mud on boots, sunburned neck, coffee cold, no regret. He just nod and sit back down, amen. Some men pray by doing. Dad's work gloves drying by the light of the sink. Every blister told a story I didn't think to read. I never saw him tired, just quiet at the end of day, like the world had taken all it could, and he let it. The house knew his footsteps. By the door, those gloves still waiting, teaching me how to stand. Dad's work gloves drying, just like a man. By the door, empty now. that old toolbox sang.